All right, we got the stump with some new fuel. I'm very happy with how much is burned so far. This already licking it up. Man, it's hot down in there. That thing's been burning for 2 days before I put these new rounds on it. And this is green too, so that ought to tell you how much it's ate away at that. Let me tell you how hot that's been. Anyway, we're gonna let that burn a little bit. We're gonna hang around at the house for a little while. We gotta go back over to the customer's house and finish doing our traps and cameras. So we're gonna hang here and watch this for a little bit and probably cook us some breakfast. All right, guys, we are out here on the job, playing with a camera, trying to get it to work right, using a nifty little mounting system that Jeff Yearman made for me. How cool is that? This thing was easy to put up. So the problem I was having last night, or one of the problems, was I had my camera down here with the strap, right? Just regular strap. And all I was getting for nighttime pictures was this stuff, like brush, all this high grass. That's all that was in view. So I raised it up. Now it's right there, so I could see my sets. And I had to move my sets. My sets are no longer out there anymore. That was one of the problems I ran into yesterday. I had sets that were tripped off that the camera didn't see. One set was really close to the property line. I didn't know exactly where the property line was. I was going off of, well, pretty much I went and bought Onyx, so I can see really closely where the property line is. And I was not aware that how close I was. I was on my customer's property, but apparently the neighbor's property crosses this creek, according to Onyx, and is part of this right here. So just for peace of mind, I moved my sets that were right there over to here, and now I have plenty of room that is on my customer's property. This property isn't even accessible to the customer or to the neighbor, but just for peace of mind and to know that I'm doing everything right, I moved it. Even though they were on my customer's property, I went ahead and moved them over here just so I wouldn't have nothing to worry about. Anyways, so we've got this squared away. We put our new sets in. Yesterday I was in such a rush that I do not remember, or I didn't write down the baits that I used. But to go over the sets real quick, instead of 5, I was in a rush, so I just did 3 sets. We have a compass set right here with 4 different baits. And we have kind of a walkthrough type, just flat set right here. You can see where I put it in. I moved these coyote droppings over here. I got that, I'm not sure what you call it that Jeff gave me, kill stick, I think maybe, but it's pretty much just a scent post, a little sponge I've stabbed in the ground, and got that right there. And then I've got a really nice step down dirt hole set right here. And the sucky thing about it is I had something come through here last night, but because my camera was so low, and when it took the picture, all I saw was grass. But there are pad tracks, and they're little. I don't know if it's a fox, but it checked out every single one of them, it looks like, but did not step. See that right there? All these little tracks. Look at all those little tracks right there. But did not step on the pan. And my pan is, let's see if we can find an empty spot. It's right there. Right there. Stepped all around it. Now some of this is looks like raccoon tracks, but like that one right there, that's got fingers, but that's a pad. That's a pad. And it looks like it just walked all around it. Also, a pad track. Yeah. Here's a old coyote track. So we are getting action right here, and hopefully now that my camera is elevated, it will see it. And there was also some tracks going around this, but just not stepping where I needed it to. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I ain't gonna lie, guys. Coyote trapping, predator trapping. There's still a lot that I'm learning. Beaver trapping, there's a lot that I'm learning. But I'm having a lot more success with beavers than I am the predators. So we're gonna get my stuff put up here. I gotta find another way to store this too, because this ain't working out. I'm gonna have to find something better than that. Anyway, we're gonna pack all this up and we're gonna go pick up some beaver sets and put them at the culvert like we planned on doing yesterday, but we didn't have time. We're gonna go do that now. I'm walking down here to grab a 330, and y'all already know what I'm about to tell you. This is the first one that I spotted. He's up in that dark spot. I don't know if y'all can see him. He's right there. There he is. So pretty much all the time I have people ask me, how in the world do you spot these things? How in the world do you spot these things? Pretty much knowing that they're going to be there is half the battle. So you already know that they're out here. And you're kind of just looking for shapes, really. But, I mean, there could be another one around me right now and I wouldn't see it. I just happened to spot that one over there. Something else I see right now, I don't know if anything's in it or not. Y'all see that down there? I can't tell if y'all can see it or not. Oh yeah, turtle shell. We're about to see if anything's in there. That's why you got to be careful trapping on these waterways during the hot months too. Because you'll catch a lot of turtles. And y'all already know I've caught several on here. But I've been able to let them go. So just FYI, I did let them go. We're going to see if anybody's home. That would be a negative. That is an empty shell. How about that? Not sure what happened to that guy. But something enjoyed a turtle snack. So now, I don't, man, y'all know what I'm thinking. That's all busted up. I was about to say, I may be able to use that on a set, but it's done got super soft and busting up. I wonder if I could use that on a coyote set. Have some, it's peeling. It's peeling. Too bad. Too bad. All right, I'm gonna get my 330 right here. Get back in the truck. I got another one to grab right up there, but I'm not gonna walk. I'm not gonna walk through all this. I'm gonna come straight down and try and grab it. So I've only seen one since I've been here, and he's up in this bank now. Y'all may have seen one, and y'all may have spotted one, and I may not have spotted it. All right, we're gonna get this and get back in the truck. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. We've got our sets out. We only put 2 extra in here for 3 total. that's what I've been running whenever the beavers show up, and it seems to be enough. When I first got here, I pretty much had a three, because I didn't know how many I was dealing with or whatever. I had 330s all lined up along the channel. I mean, I think I had 9 sets out the very first time I came here to trap this place. But I'll show y'all what I've got this time. I think we've got our cameras fixed. It's very poor signal here, so it's hard for the camera to send a picture to my phone while I'm here. So it's kind of hard. So I'm having to judge it off of the last picture I got like 20 minutes ago. But I think this is going to work out. So we have this camera right here. That's the one that spotted the beaver, because the beaver was swimming in here. So we have this camera right here, pretty much just watching this waterway, this channel, and this set. Then we have this camera up here that we have moved. We have angled it differently so we can see this set and both culverts. And hopefully we'll be able to see if the beaver comes from this direction or that direction. All right, so that's our camera set up. Here is our sets. And I made these sets with these raccoons that I've been seeing in mind, okay? I don't want to catch a raccoon. One, that costs me fuel and time to come over here. When, if I can avoid it, I would rather avoid it. And also, I'm not trapping raccoons on this property. So, contrary to what everybody believes, I'm not out here just trying to catch everything. I'm trapping only what I'm paid to trap. All right, so in the videos, the raccoons use this a lot. They use this bank a lot. Since the water's been down, they use this a lot. So that pretty much ruled out me putting a 330 right there. I've caught 2 beavers right there in that little channel right there. And I've caught my last one right here. But since these raccoons are using this so much, I've tried to avoid that. I left their little stick here that they were using to cross. Hopefully they'll continue to use that. But if they don't, what I did on this side was put in a 330. And you wouldn't think that a beaver would be coming from this direction because it dries up right there. I mean, that's the end of it. But these guys have been pretty sneaky before, and I've caught 2 beavers right here before. They'll go around and try and come in this way. So I got a 330 right there. And again, the only way that I would accidentally catch a raccoon right there is if that raccoon is swimming down this channel, and the odds of that are just very unlikely. So I feel good about putting a 330 right there. The other set that I have, I showed y'all earlier, TS85 with a caster mound right here. We found yesterday further up this channel that there was a caster mound. This is what we used for that, and that's Cavin's timber, or Cavin's timber, however you want to say it. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. That's a good bait. I've had good luck with that. And it's just a caster, just to make that beaver think that there's somebody else in his territory. And we found that caster up there, so we already know that he's marking his territory. The newest set that we put in, besides the 330, is another fake caster mound. Let's see if I can show y'all this without stirring up too much mud, so I can show y'all my concerns. So I was gonna cut this down, make a platform right there, and put my trap on that. But this right here is full of roots. This bank's full of roots, and it's just a drop off. So I put my caster mound a little bit further, and my set, I'm not sure if y'all can see my pan right there. That's square. That's my TS85. So the only thing I'm worried about is how deep this is. Let's see if I can show y'all without okay, so I'm touching the jaws right there, the outside jaws right there. Y'all can see how deep that is. So that may be too deep, I'm not sure. or it may be a guaranteed back foot catch. Won't catch the front foot because that front foot's going to be just up under his belly, and his front feet are going to be up on this, climbing this wall to get to that caster mound right there to check it out, knock it down, to add his own scent to it. So it ain't going to be a front foot catch. Let's see if I can find it again. Man, I hope I don't get bit by a turtle. There we go. There's that big old TS-85. That's a big trap, buddy. A big trap. So we've got it right there. My finger is still touching the trap. So you can see. So it's just above my wrist. My finger is touching the trap. And that's about how far away I am from the bank. Right there. So, not really sure. I have a good feeling about it though. I feel like that's going to be a guaranteed back foot catch, because when he comes up and his belly hits this and he starts crawling to get up at, his back feet are going to go down, and I feel like I'm going to have him. But regardless, we'll have it on camera right there. And what I used for that caster mound, and on this one I grabbed grass and everything and put up there. You can see how that stands out. I broke some green twigs right here, so this guy thinks there's definitely somebody in here chewing. Now what I used for that is another caster lure, Dobbin's backbreaker. Very good stuff. I know people that use this for coyotes. They catch coyotes off this stuff. But these are the two lures. I think these are the only two lures I've used for beaver trapping. Generally, I'm either setting a channel where I don't have to have a lure, or I'm setting a crossover. But there's that. And that's really it, guys. That's what we're gonna wrap it up with. I feel like we got it covered. That beaver did not come back last night, so I'm not sure when he will come back. Y'all know with this place here, they will go weeks, absolutely weeks, before they come back. The only thing, what I really think happened, and what matches up historically with this place, I think these grates had all this leaf litter. You can see all these leaves that fall in here, and I think that started damming it up, and that water got up, and wherever these beavers are coming from, that's what drew them in. I guess that's my theory. That's my theory, because I never did have a beaver on camera before the water started going up. It was 24 hours, a little more after that water had already climbed, that beaver showed up. And that's how it's happened in the past. When there's been long spans of time without any beaver activity over here, they did not come back until a heavy rain. So we may be doing this, and it may be, who knows, another 3 weeks before that beaver comes back over here. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. And we are on day 24 or 25 here in Alabama without any rain. So I'm not sure when the next rain is going to happen. I have no idea. And we still don't know what's back here. I don't know if, I can't see anything on Onyx or Google Earth or anything like that of what's back there. I can't see any kind of standing water, because pretty much all this tree cover. So it just may be swampy back here and enough water for them to do bank dens. I have no idea. But from the satellite stuff, I can't see any kind of standing water back here. But obviously all this water is draining from somewhere. So I don't know, guys, but we have the sets in. We have our cameras fixed, and we should be good to go. I will obviously update y'all as stuff happens. But we will see y'all on the next one. Y'all be good.